So what do you do with your Jeep Gladiator? Do you even need a truck? Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here. So I was thinking, what do you do with your Jeep Gladiator? You know, do you even need a truck? You know, in the beginning there, you can see I was running a couple of errands, right? Had to go to the bank this morning, stopped off at the post office a little bit earlier, and filled it up with gas. Because, you know, if you're using your Gladiator to run around and do errands, you got to make an errand to the gas station, right? So I got to thinking, you know, do I even need a truck? Does anybody really need a truck? Well, obviously there are some people that need a truck, right? I mean, if you use it for work, well then obviously you need a truck. It's how you make your money. It's how you make your living, right? I don't use mine per se for work. But then again, oh man, I think I just ran over a tarantula. The tarantulas are out. I don't like spiders. Something's going on. Maybe it's mating season for tarantulas. I don't know. Anyway, you know, I'm out, I'm cruising around, I'm running some errands. The Jeep Gladiator is my daily driver, right? It's my go-to. It's what I use whenever I'm going just to run errands and stuff, primarily. And I gotta say, there's a reason for that. If you watch my other channel, then you're aware that I also have a Toyota Tacoma. And you might be wondering, well, why isn't the Tacoma your daily driver? Well, there's reason for that, and it has really nothing to do with the truck. And that's because I'm weird. I'm picky. I don't want to leave the Tacoma parked anywhere. You know, it's just a weird thing. It's a thing I have about that truck because I've done so much to it. It looks awesome, and I just don't want a chance leaving it parked somewhere and having somebody screw with it, either intentionally or pulling up and maybe opening their door into it or something. Because I'll tell you, I have found it makes no difference where you park. Somebody will always pull in next to you. So that's really why the Gladiator is my daily. I don't worry so much about the Gladiator, and I don't know why. So I'm out cruising around this morning. I'm actually headed to another little stop on the way, but I thought we had enough driving around footage in the beginning. But I do like to use it as a daily driver for a couple reasons. One, it is automatic, and most of my driving is really city type driving, so I don't have to be shifting all the time, you know, because it's a lot of stop and start and stuff when you're just driving around town, right? No big long distances or anything. I mentioned because I don't want to leave it anywhere. And two, it's a little quicker, I'll admit it, a little more fun to drive, minus the manual part. That's probably the great equalizer for me between the two trucks, is my Tacoma is a manual, and of course, the Jeep Gladiator is not. So that kind of equalizes them out. There we just took that bump that if you watch my other channel, you know that when I take that bump, I fly all over the place. It's a smoother ride. But do I really need a truck? Yeah, I need a truck for my business, which is the channel, right? Or at least some kind of a vehicle. You know, I have chosen or I should probably say YouTube has chosen for me what my topic or media is going to be, and that is trucks. So I have to have a truck. Now, I chose the Jeep Gladiator because I really like the Jeep Gladiator, right? Again, for the reasons I mentioned, it's fun to drive, it's quick, it's comfortable, blah, blah, blah. But it's also good looking, I think. I love the looks of the truck, and I know it's very polarizing. There are a lot of people out there who don't like it, but I do. Now, as far as needing a truck, you know, I do occasionally, and I will admit it's very infrequently, but I do occasionally haul something. You know, whether it's picking up something that I've bought, like a piece of furniture, or maybe something for outside. I'll give you an example. The last truck thing I did was picking up some dirt for some flowers that the wife wanted to have repotted into something bigger. So I took the trip to Lowe's, all trucked up, ready to go, man. I went to Lowe's. I picked up my four bags of Scott's. I think they were, I don't know, 20-pound, 25-pound bags, something like that. So it really did put the Gladiator through its paces. I mean, that's a lot of weight to put in the back, right? All 100 pounds of it. I'm here to tell you, it handled it well. There were no issues. I didn't even feel it back there. So I did use the truck for a truck purpose for that. I mean, obviously, you don't want to throw bags of dirt inside the seats of your SUV or car. I mean, typically, and this was the case for me, those bags sit outside in the elements. So when it rains, they get wet. And when they get wet, they absorb the water. You know, I brought them home and I actually had one bag left. Sat it in the garage, and then we noticed that there was this pretty big puddle of water in the garage. And I thought, why is my wall leaking? Where is that coming from? And it actually was water that had leaked out of the bag of dirt. Now, I wouldn't have thought that there'd have been that much water in it, to be honest, but there was quite a bit. So you don't want that in the seats or on the seats inside your vehicle, right? Nothing ruins an interior quicker than something like that, especially if you're hauling mulch. Mulch stinks. You want to have an odor inside your vehicle. Throw a bag of wet mulch in there on the seats. You'll regret it. So I use it for that kind of stuff. And for me, it's worth it just to have the freedom to be able to haul things when I want to haul them, right? For instance, if you're going somewhere and you're picking up a piece of furniture, I don't know, maybe a dresser, a chair, or whatever, you don't have to pay that fee. You know, that fee, that delivery fee that they're going to charge you to deliver it. You can just throw it in the back of your own truck. I like having that flexibility and not having to depend on other people or services when I need to haul something that I've bought at a store or whatever, or like I said, if it's something that's really dirty. Now, the other reason for me, why do I have a truck? I like the stance of them. I mean, I like the appearance overall anyway, but the stance and the way that it sits. You know, I've had sports cars, low cars, family cars, all kinds of cars before, and they sit lower, obviously. So you're always looking up when you're driving around, especially here where we have a lot of semis on the road, it seems. The semi is always pulling up next to you, and there's nothing worse than sitting there while you're under that semi, you know, just wondering, I hope he sees me, especially in a Miata. I had a Mazda Miata for a while, and you want to talk about a tiny, low car? That's one for sure. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you guys along for one of the big reasons that I have a truck, running errands, and find out what you do with your truck. Do you use it as a truck, or do you just like having one kind of like I do? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have an additional channel all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. That channel is Rob Motive. Check it out. If you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.